Mind mapping transforms project management by visually structuring tasks, enabling clarity in goals, timelines, and resources. It fosters adaptability by presenting a clear overview where dependencies and priorities are visibly interconnected. Teams can break down complex projects into actionable components, ensuring no detail is overlooked while aligning efforts. For example, a project on software development can use branch-specific tasks like coding, testing, and deployment with specific timelines and assigned responsibilities. Mind mapping rests on the principles of hierarchical organization, visual connectivity, and centralized focus. By placing a core idea at the center, it branches outward into related concepts, revealing patterns and relationships often missed with linear methods. This encourages cognitive engagement, as the visual layout naturally appeals to the brain's preference for mapping data spatially. The result is a dynamic blueprint that fuels both creativity and comprehension in tackling problems. Mind mapping is defined as a visual tool for organizing ideas in a hierarchical structure that connects concepts through branches and keywords. It serves to capture complex thoughts in a way that mirrors how the brain organizes information, fostering clarity and simplifying challenges. The purpose is to shift from linear lists to interactive diagrams that highlight relationships, priorities, and goals. For instance, a brainstorming session benefits by collating diverse inputs into a cohesive and actionable framework. A typical mind map consists of a central topic, radiating branches, and smaller nodes that serve as subcategories or details. These components are connected through lines and arrows, forming a web of interrelated ideas. Keywords, icons, and colors are often added to enhance visual recall and categorization of topics. This structure not only helps in simplifying complex topics, but also lays the groundwork for creating an interactive and actionable blueprint. Mind mapping influences cognition by utilizing the brain's natural preference for visual processing, enhancing memory and retention of complex data. The use of colors, symbols, and interconnected branches encourages creative thinking and fosters new perspectives. Studies reveal that engaging both hemispheres of the brain during mapping can improve problem-solving skills and reduce stress. This psychological impact makes it a powerful tool for tackling challenges and generating innovative ideas. In project management, mind mapping excels due to its ability to foster structured thinking while adapting to dynamic requirements. It provides a clear way to track dependencies, allocate resources efficiently, and align team objectives. Unlike linear lists, it transforms the planning process into a collaborative and visually engaging activity, minimizing miscommunication. This makes it indispensable for planning, tracking, and executing complex tasks with precision. Streamlining project planning with mind mapping involves starting with a central goal, breaking into phases, and assigning tasks to specific branches. Create detailed subtasks under each branch. For instance, under research, specify gathering source materials, analyzing data patterns, and preparing reports. Specify deadlines and assign roles, such as naming team members responsible for each section of work. Teams can regularly update the map to reflect progress, ensuring constant transparency and real-time adjustments. Mind mapping enhances team collaboration by offering a shared visual platform where ideas can converge and evolve in real time. Assign specific tasks or discussions under clearly labeled branches, such as marketing or technical goals. Color-coded contributions highlight team involvement, making individual responsibilities visible and fostering mutual accountability. With visual clarity, teams are motivated to identify overlaps and address gaps, ensuring effective communication and goal alignment. Mind mapping supports decision-making by organizing options, criteria, and consequences into a visually structured format. Use branches to group prioritized choices, such as budget considerations or time allocations, clearly showcasing impact. Break pros and cons into subnodes, using concise data like cost differences or potential time saved to make choices objective. By aligning visual structures with strategic needs, the map directly empowers informed decision-making paths. To tackle project risks, mind maps identify potential hazards by categorizing risks into visual branches like technical, financial, or operational. Under technical risks, outline specific vulnerabilities like coding errors or infrastructure limits, while linking each to mitigation strategies. Use branches to evaluate risk likelihood and impact with measurable criteria such as probability percentages or timelines. Teams can collaborate on clear action items, ensuring mitigation efforts remain prioritized and efficient. To effectively use a mind map in project management, start by outlining the project scope, defining objectives, and listing key deliverables. Divide the project into phases, and under each phase, create detailed branches for specific tasks, such as setting timelines, coordinating with teams, and managing resource allocation. Specify measurable milestones like task and must finish by week 2 and assign roles, ensuring accountability. Regularly review progress by highlighting completed tasks in different colors and addressing delays immediately to keep the project on track. The preparation stage for a mind map includes thoroughly analyzing the project requirements, identifying all necessary components, and organizing team roles. Begin by categorizing tasks like data collection, scheduling, and resource management under distinct headings. Define all dependencies, such as budget approvals affect resource procurement, for clarity. This systematic approach ensures the foundation for an effective and actionable mind map. Defining objectives and goals requires specifying major deliverables, breaking them into precise tasks, and identifying success metrics. For instance, under marketing plan development, specify subtasks like strategy ideation, creating ad drafts, and distributing campaign materials. Assign measurable deadlines, such as complete initial drafts by month end, and allocate resources accordingly. Align each objective with overarching team goals to maintain clarity and focus during execution. Choosing the right tools and formats involves comparing whether a digital platform for team collaboration or a manual whiteboard is most practical. If digital tools are selected, ensure they support interactive features like drag and drop, color customization, and export options. Test functionalities like organizing icons, embedding hyperlinks, and ensuring visual accessibility for all team members. Additionally, prioritize compatibility with existing tools like spreadsheets or presentation software for seamless integration. Gathering input for the mind map starts by collecting detailed information from team members about actionable tasks, dependencies, and critical resources. Categorize these into logical clusters like risk assessment, budget allocation, or task prioritization for clarity. Use dedicated branches to represent key data, such as timelines and task-specific roles, ensuring alignment. Finally, identify and integrate missing elements during team reviews to create a comprehensive dataset. To build a successful mind map, place the primary topic in the central node with clear terminology, such as website development roadmap. Expand into categories like backend, front-end, and UX design, specifying tasks under each branch. Include precise details, such as complete wireframes by week 1 or implement database integration by week 3, to clarify progress milestones. Apply visual markers like arrows for task dependency and regularly adjust nodes based on real-time updates. The central node defines the focus of the project by clearly stating its main objective and immediate goals, such as launch mobile application version 2.0. It should reflect the key deliverable while providing a base for branches like development, testing, and marketing. Ensure that the wording in the central node is concise and directly relevant to the task at hand. This clarity makes it easier for all team members to understand their roles and responsibilities. Create logical branches by organizing tasks under clear categories such as planning, execution, and monitoring. Assign priorities by labeling them with specific identifiers like critical phase 1 or optional improvement tasks. Develop subbranches with detailed action steps, such as assign team lead by day 2 or submit initial draft for review by day 5. Use connecting lines and symbols to visually emphasize task relationships and dependencies. Enhance your mind map by applying color codes to define priority levels, such as red for urgent and green for completed. Add icons like a clock symbol for deadlines or a flag for project milestones, making these elements stand out. Assign different shapes to nodes, such as circles for ongoing tasks and rectangles for milestones, to create structural clarity. These visual enhancements improve navigation and aid memory retention for project contributors. To refine a mind map, conduct periodic reviews to validate its accuracy, identifying missing tasks or duplications. Engage stakeholders for feedback, ensuring their perspectives align with recorded objectives. Mark outdated elements for removal, adjust dependencies, and reallocate resources as necessary. Archive each reviewed version with specific timestamps for maintaining an organized history of changes and updates. Update your project mind map weekly to incorporate new tasks, shifted priorities, or emerging issues identified during progress reviews. At each revision, tag updated branches with unique icons or colors, such as using a red marker for delayed tasks and green for completed ones. For example, after a team meeting, add a new subbranch labeled Urgent Risk Assessment under the Risk Management section. Regular updates ensure the mind map remains a reliable guide for all stakeholders throughout the project. Integrating stakeholder feedback starts by scheduling team-wide meetings or distributing digital comment forms to collect structured input. Use this feedback to refine the map, adding or modifying branches to reflect agreed decisions and critical updates. Highlight adjusted sections with bold labels like Added Action Plan for Phase 3 testing, ensuring transparency in revisions. Confirm that all inputs align with overarching project objectives to maintain direction and coherence. To maximize the impact of a mind map, deploy advanced techniques like multi-layered structures, cross-linking connected ideas, and integrating visual aids. Break down tasks into priority-based subbranches, adding measurable timelines or role-specific actions. For instance, under development phase, create links to testing needs and resource allocation requirements for interconnected tracking. These methods keep even the most intricate projects streamlined and actionable. Mind mapping simplifies task prioritization by categorizing deliverables into actionable segments like critical actions, medium priority goals, and optional improvements. Assign labels or numerical sequences to denote task hierarchy, such as T1, approve budget, and T3, update marketing drafts. Use vivid visual cues like colored nodes red for high urgency and yellow for routine actions to distinguish priorities clearly. This systematic layout ensures accurate resource allocation and adherence to deadlines. To cross-link ideas efficiently, draw arrows between related branches or subcategories to map dependencies and shared themes. Annotate these links with short phrases like relates to vendor selection or dependency on financial review to avoid ambiguity. An example includes linking logistics planning to inventory restocking timelines to ensure continuity across workflows. This approach fosters a thorough analysis of interrelated components without leaving gaps. Creating multi-layered maps involves dividing key phases like initiation, execution, and closure into sub-layer branches detailing specific deliverables and timelines. For instance, under execution, create additional nodes labeled Design Team Handoff by April 15th and First Client Feedback by April 22nd. Ensure each sublayer flows logically into its main category while cross-referencing relevant dependencies. Such mapping supports clear navigation and balanced task tracking across all layers. Integrate mind maps with external tools by syncing nodes to Gantt chart software for enhanced timeline management and Kanban boards for tracking task statuses. Export branch summaries like Phase 1 design due April 10th directly into shared project platforms. Use annotations to highlight tasks that require dual monitoring, such as combining database testing under both a Gantt chart milestone and a Kanban sprint. This integrated workflow simplifies project tracking while maintaining visual clarity. In real-world projects, mind maps help teams visualize workflows for industries like construction, marketing, and software development. In construction, they clarify resource allocation, scheduling overlaps, and supplier dependencies. Marketing campaigns utilize mind maps to map audience segmentation, creative strategies, and feedback loops. Software teams harness them for agile workflows, linking project sprints with defined development checkpoints. During crisis management, mind mapping categorizes immediate actions, such as staff reallocation or budget revision needs, for streamlined decision-making. Draw sub-branches for each crisis aspect, like listing key contacts under emergency response teams. Use icons to denote urgency levels, such as a warning icon for high-risk areas and a check mark for completed measures. This structure ensures cohesive responses to unforeseen disruptions and keeps the team coordinated under pressure. Notable examples of industry use cases include mind mapping in IT project planning, where teams define tasks like server deployment, software testing, and launch preparations. Similarly, marketing strategies benefit by branching promotional activities into specific segments, such as content creation, budget distribution, and analytics reporting. For construction, the maps detail stages like permits acquisition or workforce allocation deadlines. These applications showcase the tool's adaptability across multifaceted industries. Mind mapping aligns seamlessly with agile project management principles by visually organizing sprints, tracking backlogs, and highlighting dependencies. For example, a development sprint can be broken into branches, such as front-end updates or database optimization, with tasks prioritized by urgency. Use color-coded nodes to mark tasks as in progress, pending, or completed for real-time progress tracking. This approach fosters iterative collaboration, ensuring the team remains agile and adaptive to changing project requirements. To ensure personal project success, use mind maps to set clear objectives, outline action steps, and track your progress efficiently. Begin by placing the project goal at the center, such as launch personal blog, and add branches for tasks like choose hosting platform, design template, and create content schedule. Assign specific timelines. For instance, finalize template by March 15th and use icons to mark completed tasks. Regular updates and task prioritization ensure that your mind map evolves with your project's demands.